Okay, so we got a couple post games here, and I want to hear from Steph Castle. Okay, I want to hear what Steph Castle had to say after this game. But before we do, we need an update. We need an update, guys. All right, so here's our update. San Antonio Spurs, which we expected, are still in 13th, and we're probably going to remain in 13th, right? Trailblazers might actually try to lose this game since, you know, it would help them to be in third. I think it would. Trailblazers own their own pick, I think. But I don't know. We can't worry about them. We just need to worry about our Spurs. And what do I want to happen? Honestly, I don't see much benefit in going to 12th, but I also don't want to say I don't want the team to try, right? Because they definitely should try. And the fact that they gave that much of a fight to the Cleveland Cavaliers without our stars speaks volume of their character. So I expect them to go out there and ball and try their best, which is fine. You know, at the end of the day, can't really worry too much about that. The Spurs will be totally fine in this lottery regardless. But what we really want to pay attention to are these Hawks, okay? So let's see if we have any updates here. So the Atlanta Hawks, no updates. Okay, they play the Knicks Saturday. All right, so this will probably be uploaded after this game. So hopefully they lose that. But I guess there's no updates there. And as far as the standings, they're right where they were prior. Let's see if the Magic played today. No, they didn't play either. Or actually, maybe the last time we talked about the Magic was when they played the Spurs, but they just beat the Wizards, so that's good. They could we need to be Magic fans right now, guys, because they play the Hawks twice. So we need the Hawks to continue losing. And then they play the Celtics, which the Celtics might sit some players, right? It's near the end of the season. They might sit some players. There's really no incentive for them to play everybody because by that point, I think it'll be too far for them to get first. Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get first. So, yeah. So at this point, that's really what we need them to do. Just keep on winning if you're the Magic. And then let's take a look at the Bulls real quick. Let's see. So the Bulls just beat the Trailblazers, so that's good. So they just took care of the Trailblazers. So they're not really on a win. No, they're not on a winning streak. But they won 2 in a row, so that's good if you want to call that a winning streak. So hopefully they remain hot. Well, actually, hold on. I want to see who do they play next. Play the Hornets and then the Cavs. That's going to be tough. And then the Bulls. I mean, not the Bulls. The Heat, which is going to be pretty tough. Wizards, 76ers. So, yeah. Things are pointing towards it being pretty rough for the Hawks, right? Things are pointing towards it being pretty tough for the Hawks. So, hopefully, the Hawks can get knocked out of the top 8 in the East and then be like 10th overall. That would be nice. And then they have a pretty difficult matchup going into the play-in. They will be at a disadvantage. So that's what we really want. We want them at a disadvantage. We don't want them sitting nice at 8 and having the advantage in the world to potentially make the playoffs. We don't want that. So as it stands right now, things are looking pretty good. Spurs continue to lose, and losing actually, let's be real, losing in a way that if we got to lose, that's how we want to lose, like with a fight, right? Not just sitting down and taking it, making sure that you put forward a fight. So good stuff all the way around. So we're going to take a listen at what Steph Castle has to say. And yeah, so you probably can hear that. That's my beeper.
Steph,
That's my oven beeper. Hold on, I need to turn that off.
what were your thoughts there at the end? Thinking, that was Harrison was going to sink that, and you guys were going to pull out a heck of a win.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going in, honestly. I mean, he had it going. He got us the last 2 threes to cut it to 1. So I like the play design. I thought he was going to go a little earlier, gave himself a extra second, or gave us a chance for an offensive rebound. But yeah, I was fine with the shot. I mean, I live with it.
What about
Talking about the Harrison Barnes shot?
Yeah.
That was it. Harrison was going to sink that.
Yep.
You got
We're gonna go a little earlier. Gave himself I was fine.
What about just the fight you guys showed to get back in that? I mean, fourth quarter, down double digits, and then got a shot to win at the end.
Yeah, I thought we just stick to our game plan really. First half, I feel like they made a lot of shots. We weren't, fully executing on our game plan, but second half we kind of picked it up, ramped it up defensively, caused a couple turnovers, limited them on the offensive glass. That kind of helped us, get back in it. So, I was happy with the fight we showed to, kind of pull that game.
He's like Kawhi Leonard if Kawhi Leonard slightly emoted a little bit more. You guys see it too, right?
Amen.
near triple-double 2 games in a row. Is that it all just coming together where you can show every facet of your game? Is that indicative of that?
Yeah.
Who is he looking at? Who is he looking at? Yes. Yeah, he reminds me of Kawhi, bro. Just like, he just emotes like slightly more. Definitely got some Kawhi Leonard in him. I think we just create these players in a lab. I think something really unethical is going on with the San Antonio Spurs. Something very dark. Something very dark. I just got a flash flood alert. I just heard it on my phone.
I thought I had it this game, honestly.
Robot with, he's basically a robot with updated AI.
I don't know who was at the scores table, but I thought I had it at the end of this game. But yeah, just being able to show my versatility, on both.
So he thought he had the triple-double. Okay.
And, rebounding, getting my teammates involved, finding my shot when it's there. So
if I actually don't know this, so Chad, I need you to tell me if you're going for a rebound and you end up like tipping the rebound, like purposely tipping the rebound to a other teammate, is that your steal? I mean, not your steal. Is that your rebound? Because I'm pretty sure with steals, if you get a deflection, right, and then someone else on your team gets that ball, that's your steal. Pretty sure. So is it the same thing with rebounding? Like if you tip it to a teammate that it's a rebound? No, it does not. Oh, okay. That happened in the Nuggets game. Yeah, I saw that. He tipped it out of Westbrook's hands, right? And didn't Keldon get it? And he got credit. Oh, he got credited for it. Okay, so maybe it does happen then. Degrees. Possession constitute the rebound. Okay, so is it literally just up in the air? Is this like 50-50? All right, if anyone sees this video after the fact, not the tip, okay. If anyone sees this video after the fact, if you got any other information on that, let us know. But yeah, but with the steal thing, I'm correct, right? If you deflect it and another teammate gets it, that's your steal. It's not their steal, right? I think that's correct.
So yeah, just putting everything together.
Pretty confident your triple double's coming around the corner for you pretty quick.
I hope so.
I know you weren't probably thinking about this tonight, but it's Final Four time.
But what if you hold the ball in midair after it goes off the rim and then you pass it to another teammate like before you hit the ground? But like you hold it and then like hit it like a volleyball. I don't know. Yes, Paul had a steal that someone tipped in the game. They gave Chris Paul the steal for someone else deflecting it? Okay.
I mean, a year ago at this time, you were in the thick of that.
That shouldn't count.
We've got it here in town.
Yeah.
You see it around town. Does that bring back the memories when you see that stuff around town?
I wouldn't say it brings back. I always think about being in that environment. That was probably the most fun I've ever had in basketball up to this date. So, just being, with my teammates, guys that you've lived with all year, have the same goal and be able to accomplish it. It's really no feeling like that in basketball. So, I mean, for whoever wins it this go around, they'll be able to experience that.
You got any thoughts on who might win it this year? Or you don't want to win it?
I feel like I know who I think is gonna win it, but I mean, it's not UConn, so I don't really want to say. So,
is it gonna be Duke? Is that what we're talking about? Is it gonna be Duke?
What is your memories of that? I mean, do you have a specific memory of?
By the way, I need to bring this up. I say this a lot, but I need to keep saying it. Okay, I truly think that this is significant, the fact that he won a championship in college. I mean, it takes a lot of mental prowess to get to that stage, and every single game being a game 7 in that tournament, every single one. And I watched UConn throughout that tournament, and even those games where he didn't have the crazy amount of stats, he always played to win, like always. So I just want to say, like, I think that we need to give a little bit more credit to Castle for that, because that's not something that anyone just gets to do, and it's not luck. It's not luck. Maybe a little bit of luck, but it's very difficult going into every single game and it being a game 7. And his nerves weren't really there. He was fine the entire time. Just has great presence on the court. So yeah, I don't think UConn win that championship in particular without this man right here. So
besides cut down the nets or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, when we got
and he fits so many different roles too, right? What we're seeing in the NBA is actually more impressive than what you were even able to see at UConn. But you know, he did a phenomenal job.
I got subbed out. It was like, I don't know how much time was on the clock. You know, we went to go get.
Did we trash Keldon Johnson? I came in late. I did not trash Keldon Johnson.
Give a big hug to Coach. That's probably the most vivid memory I have of that. And then watching the clock go off while we're all standing up on the bench, you know, hugging each other. That's probably my favorite moment in basketball.
Well, you're going to get a much better one when we win a championship. You love to see it, though. You love to see it. So that's Steph Castle. He's awesome. I truly do think that he'll be a star. And, yeah, I'm excited.